Okay. Were we supposed to like state our names at the beginning?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. I'm Danae Castillo.
I'm Kelly Bauk.
I'm Stacy Barletta.
It's good to meet you guys.
You too.
too.
Okay, so how did you guys feel about the homework?
I feel like I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I liked that she sent the video today with the Skittles. I felt like that actually did help a lot.
Yeah.
So that, and it made me feel better to know that that was totally confusing for everyone else.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
I know, I'm like, we're not even doing math yet. Like, vocabulary, and I'm confused. So this is bad.
Maybe that's
Right.
why it's confusing, because we're like expecting numbers and all this stuff, and then we're getting stuff that we don't even know.
Right. But that makes me feel better that it's not easy for everyone else. Because that means we're not alone. And so she probably understands that we're all, I mean, she does seem to understand that we're all kind of lost. So, and we didn't have to do it blindly.
Yeah.
So
that helped a lot.
But do you guys have questions on the preparation? I mean, it did have the answers, which I thought was helpful actually, because with it having the answers, then I was able to go back and look at it and go, why is this the answer?
Right.
And figure it out, which actually was a lot more helpful.
Yeah, because I feel sometimes like, I don't know, like even like some professors, like they have tons and tons of stuff to grade. So like if I get some kind of grade and sometimes they don't even like say, hey, this is what you got wrong, I'll never know, and I'll keep making like the same mistake over and over again. So
right,
that did really help.
Definitely. I think the one thing that I still question, and I get it, I understand the definition, but the null and the alternative hypothesis kind of got me, because with the null hypothesis, and a hypothesis is something that you make not knowing the answer, but assuming you know the answer. But these, you're kind of like making the opposite of each other. So I guess, and then when one is disproven, then the other one's basically kind of proven correct. Is that how that worked out? Is that kind of, I'm on this phone call. What do you need? What? Okay, not right now. Go out and close the door, please. Okay, tell everyone else not to come in. It's my third of four that's already come in since we started.
That's fine. Yeah, I think I've had a hard time with that too, but I think you're on the right track, because I think that's what kind of like how I understood it as well. I don't know. It's kind of, I'm just having a hard time with everything.
Right, because I was like, well, so is this apart from the regular hypothesis that you're making? Is your regular hypothesis then become the null? That's where I'm confused. Is this like, are there three hypotheses, or?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we're all lost on that.
I guess that was kind of where I got stumped, and she didn't give us a video on that one.
Yeah. I'm wondering how the quiz is gonna be. Like, I'm kind of nervous about it.
Yeah, so we can pull that up. And see, because we need to work on it together.
Yeah.
So it's 15 questions.
Oh.
But the first question is, I completed the individual preparation assignment before attending the group meeting. True or false? So that's good. Woo! And the second one is, I actively participated in this week's group meeting. So we can say true on that one.
Oh, it's not coming up. Okay. True. Oh, true. Okay, number 3.
Okay, is everyone together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So researchers would like to determine if reviewing material consistently within an hour after a class helps students perform better on exams than if students wait to review material the day before the exam. To answer this question, the researchers are trying to determine if an observational study or an experiment would be more appropriate. They are discussing who the population would be and how they will determine which sampling method will best represent the population. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process are the researchers currently applying?
Okay.
Investigate the background. That's the population of people under constraint. So would that be what data needs to be collected? Would that be design the study?
That's what I was thinking.
It looks. Yeah, from my notes, I think that might be it.
Sounds like Well, yeah, because it says, it's basically saying like the researchers are trying to determine
Mhm.
basically like if it should be an observational study or an experiment. So they basically have to design
Yeah, true.
the study.
And under design the study notes, I put what's the population of people, and it says they're discussing who the population of people would be. So,
Mhm.
all right.
Yes. So we agree on design the study.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can read the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
A researcher has collected the results of a survey where the participants were asked how many hours of TV they watch each day. The researcher tallies the frequencies for each category and computes mean number of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process did the researcher apply?
That would be describe the data
Mm-hmm.
because that's creating graphs.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes, I can read the next one,
Okay.
but I don't know how to say that. So this place in India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of that city would support this fast food business. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers received 1,049 responses. The population is
1,049 people who respond.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, now I'm taking 2 classes that are talking about different ways of testing. So I have,
You have a double whammy.
yeah, I have different terms being used by both of them too. So,
Oh man.
but it's also helpful because I have 2 classes talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's nice. Okay, question 6. I think it's Mumbai, India. I don't know. None of us know, so it's okay. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai would support this fast food business. This is, it's the same thing, okay. From a list of all registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers receive 1,049 responses. The sample is, I'm not sure. Would the sample be the citizens? Or would they be specifically take a simple random sample from each group? So the sample would still be the people that answered? Or would they be the citizens of Mumbai?
That's what I'm kind of getting confused because I'm reading over like the.
Okay, so the
preparation.
population is all of the citizens, I believe.
Oh.
And then the sample would be the manageable group of items. So I think number 5 would be all the citizens. And then I think
The sample,
would be the 1,049.
Okay.
I believe, if I read that correctly.
Okay. That's interesting. I hadn't realized. Okay. I think you're right, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says a sample is a subset or a portion of a population.
Good job.
Okay.
All right.
So I think that got those ones.
Okay, so the population is the big group.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, obviously. Sample would be smaller.
Yeah.
Subset of population. Okay.
Good job. Okay. Number 7. It says, studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in the study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where your score out of 10 is recorded. What type of data is your teacher collecting?
Quantitative.
Mm-hmm.
I feel confident on that one. That was one thing I thought I understood.
Yeah, there's a lot of quantity there in percentages and minutes and.
Yeah, you could add to it, so it wasn't like the phone number and the jersey. See, I understood those things.
Okay. So this one's going to be like similar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you want me to read like the whole thing again, or? Yes.
It looks like the end is different.
Is different, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so read the whole thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour after class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in this study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to receive specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. After the 6th day, your teacher asks you if you feel confident that you have retained at least 50% of the material. He then records your response as yes, no, not sure. What type of data is your teacher collecting? So that must be the category. Yeah.
That sounds good. That one I wasn't sure on. Not so confident on that one.
Well, yeah, there's only the 2 choices though, so I feel like because there's going to put it in a category, there's like 3 categories: yes, no, and not sure.
Right.
So that sounds like it should be right.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that makes sense because it's what was throwing me off is they were still asking the numbers, but then he's only recording your yes, no, or not sure. So I was waiting on you guys to hear what you, because I'm like, it might be categorical, but it's also quantitative. Yeah. So I was glad you guys answered that one. Stop. Go do your thing. Sorry. So frustrating. Okay. Number 9. Studies have shown that retention of class. Okay, it's the same thing. Retention of classroom materials have dropped as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour of class. This forgetting curve continues so that within 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in the study claim that constant review is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher also selects a group to give no review to the material over the 6 days. This group is called the
control.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yes. Close the door and be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking here in the preparation assignment, and it looks like that's.
Yeah.
So do we feel good about that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? A telephone poll asking people about whether or not they vaccinate their children, administering the tuberculosis vaccination to one group and giving a placebo to another, a census, or a mailed survey asking people whether or not they received the tuberculosis vaccine.
So I think it's the second one, the tuberculosis.
That's the one I think as well. Because there's 2 different vaccinations, or 2 different vaccinations being given.
I had to reread the question again. What were you going to say? There's
administering the tuberculosis vaccination. I can speak.
Yeah, because in the preparation thing also, they had an example of the Center for Disease Control obtains current flu data by randomly polling men and women, and that was observational, and that one threw me for a loop. But the telephone poll and the mailed survey And the census, which is basically utility, also would be observational then, from my understanding from that preparation, which then makes it so that the tuberculosis makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, so number 11.
Wait,
In a study.
Sorry, that was me talking to myself.
In a study to determine the average wage of working people in Mumbai, which of the following would be the best sample? Every 10th worker that you meet as you travel the streets of Mumbai, all of the workers in one working district of Mumbai, many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts of Mumbai, all of it the female workers.
The third one?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Third one.
That one stuck out to me too, yeah.
Okay. Number 12. You want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory syncytial virus, RSV. Okay, I know that. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What or who are the experimental units or subjects? So, the children.
Yes.
That one's pretty obvious, I think.
What's that?
I said that one was kind of easy, obvious.
Yeah. I like those ones.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Number 13. You want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of RSV. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group to take the placebo. What are the treatments?
The vaccine and
vaccine.
placebo.
Yeah. Although the placebo really isn't a treatment. Because I thought that on the preparation one too, they had us put that as the answer. And I'm like, it's not treating anything.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so number 14. In 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less and I don't know what that word is.
Impoverished.
Areas, yes. They distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level of U.S. citizens. The low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following three groups. One MTO low poverty voucher group, which received Section 8 certificates or vouchers usable only in low poverty areas, areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. To the traditional voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers, geographically unrestricted, and ordinary briefings and assistance from the PHAs, the local public housing authorities. Group 3, the control group, which received no certificates or vouchers, but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which families would otherwise have been entitled. This study is That one was long.
Would it be experimental if it has a control group? Because it says in my notes, it says that the researchers control the conditions under which measurements are made, but observational, they don't control it. They just observe what happens.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so experiment. Okay.
And here they still could get the social programs. They just didn't get the vouchers.
Right.
Gosh, I mean, is there a neither option? I would think it's experiment because there's a control group.
Yeah, because they're basically, I mean, they're giving them basically what they're going to get.
Right. They got to choose
Mm-hmm.
which group they're in.
Because if you look at the other ones, at the other, I don't know. Yeah, I think that would probably be the best one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, this is a matching one.
yes. So,
Oh, okay. So it's the Daniel can discern more truth.
yes.
So
So
step 1 is Daniel, which is design the
number
statement.
yeah, number 3. Step 2
Would be collect
collect.
data.
3 describe the
It's got
data.
to be the other. So
4 make step 4 was
step 4 is
make
5.
and step 5 is 2.
It's hard when they have numbers.
Yeah, I get confused.
Step 2 is 1. Step 5 is 2. So it goes 1, 2, 5, 3, 4.
1 2 1 2 3 5 4.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, 1, 2. I have 1, 2, 5, 3, 4.
Yeah, because I clicked the wrong one.
Okay.
Wait. Step 1 is 3.
Yeah.
So
Step 4 is 5.
yes. So
Okay.
1 2 3 5 4.
Oh, your guys' are in different orders than mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, I was like, I have something completely different.
It's a good thing we figured that one out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, yeah. Okay, sweet. So, we brave enough to submit it?
Yep. I think that 3 heads are better than 1. I think we're
Alright.
good. And we can retake it if we didn't.
Yeah. It won't let me sometimes this is.
We got 100.
Woo!
You did?
Well, at
And
least on mine. I don't know if someone clicked something else.
Yay, we did. That was awesome.
Mine's being really slow. I'm still going.
That's a good feeling. Get 100% on the first one.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
All right. So we turned that in. We each turned ours in, and then we have to turn in the recording.
Yes. And
Danae, you're recording it, right?
yeah. So I'll turn that in, and I'll put your guys' names on there.
Awesome.
And
Now-
then we have to meet again.
Yeah, for Thursday. Now my son is earning his Eagle Scout. He's doing his Eagle Scout Board of Review Thursday night at 7 our time, so that's 6 the mountain time.
Okay.
So I don't know if we can do it later, or if you guys want to try and do it another time, or if
I can do it as late as whatever. Right now I'm not working, so I don't have to get up early. I do all my online classes, so I don't have anything. You know, I can stay up late, or I can do it tomorrow if you guys need to.
Okay.
I can do it later on Thursday as well. So
Okay.
I don't have classes on Friday, so I can sleep in.
Nice. Okay, well, if you guys don't mind doing it later, then that would be good for me. I'm not exactly sure. They say to plan an hour.
Okay.
So that would be 8 o'clock, and then I'd have to get home, so it would be 8:30. So it would be like, I mean, would you guys be opposed to doing like 9 o'clock my time, so 8 o'clock mountain time?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And then I will attempt to call or to invite you guys this time.
Okay.
I think I actually know how this time. So we'll do Thursday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, my house is so loud today. I have cats meowing, kids copying them. Yeah, and then good luck on the homework.
You too.
But I'm excited now. I feel good that we got 100% on that.
Yeah, that was good.
Only what, 12 more weeks to go?
I know, right?
Alrighty.
All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Thanks
We'll
you
see you guys on
guys.
Thursday.